Hey guys, Deju22 here, and welcome to the Night of Champions preview show. And this event is going to be brought to you by MuchGames.ca, Insomania Game and Fuse Sport Network. But also, I will say that this particular Super Show, it's going to have a lot of matches. There's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be 19 matches on the card. But it's going to take the course of 4 nights. I had to count with my fingers before I could give you a reasonable number on my fingers. But yeah, it's going to be 9 matches approximately. There could be more, but there also could be less. But the main thing is that Night of Champions, what makes it so special, especially when we have it, is when every single championship is on the line. Every single championship that we have to offer will be on the line. And as for confirmed matches, really the only one that we have is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships. That will be taking place night 4, which will be the final night of Night of Champions, and it will be between the team of Doom, which will be in this particular case Ganondorf and the Prophet, and then their opponents will be the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, and of course, pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countout will get the victory and the championship. Since there is no champion, we are trying to crown a new champion after it had been vacated from the previous show, Bad Blood. But other than that, there's no other confirmed matches. I mean, the only thing that's confirmed are that the champions at this time will be defending their championships. So that being said, I may as well go down what to expect on night 1, 2, 3, and 4. So night 1 will focus on one championship, but it's a very, very crazy championship. It is the 24/7 championship, and the current holder is David Otunga. And of course, he's done a great job in hiding. And for good reason. I mean, it's called the 24/7 championship for nothing. I mean, you have to watch your back every single time. So on nights when he's not competing, I mean, either he's surrounded by bodyguards or anyone who tries to beat him for the title, anyone less than a wrestler, anyone who does not have their wrestling credentials to be a professional, or to be an amateur, let alone a professional, then, David Otunga can just handle himself that way. But other than that, yeah, he does have bodyguards so that he doesn't lose it to just anybody. But then again, he can't afford that. But anyway, night 1 will be focused on the 24/7 championship. So it can change a number of times. It could change probably 100 times, or maybe not even at all, or anywhere in between. But the main thing is, prepare for the madness when you see it on night 1. That much I can tell you. Excuse me. And then night 2, we will be focusing on 2 championships. That would be the WWE Tag Team Championships and the Unified Tag Team Championships. That will be on night 2. It'll be a relatively short night, but it will not be short in terms of action. Night 3 will focus on the remaining minor championships that haven't been mentioned prior. I mean, that would be the television championship, the internet championship, the European championship, as well as the light heavyweight championship. So those are the 3 championships, or the 4 championships, on night 3. And finally, on night 4, we'll focus on all the major championships. And one of the first will be for, well, actually, I'll just go in order of importance. Then, first and foremost, ladies first, the Women's Championship of the World, as well as for the secondary title, the Divas Championship. That we will finally crown a new champion, a new undisputed champion. The previous champion left, so we need to crown a new champion. As well as the fact that the Divas Championship will also be on the line, just to sweeten the pot a little bit. And let's see, then there's the United States Championship. And then there's the Intercontinental Championship. And then, of course, the aforementioned World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship. And then there's, what else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, the World Tag Team Championships. That's another one. And let's see, am I forgetting? Oh yeah, that's right. And then there's the World Heavyweight Championship. And last, but definitely not least, the World Wrestling Federation Championship. So all of those championships, the major championships, will be on night 4. So we saved the best for last, more or less. But it's going to it will take the course of 4 nights. So you'll get a little bit at a time rather than all at once. So just hold on to your hats, folks. I'm just going to tell you that right then and there. But other than that, the first night that it will take place on, it will be this Christmas night. That will be the 25th, by the way. If only because, right now is not a good time because it's just... At this moment, it's the 22nd, though it's going to be the 23rd relatively soon. And plus, on the 24th, I'm not even going to be on. I'll probably be watching other people's videos, like on YouTube, like all my friends, like some of the great ones, like Connis Board, LP Grotus, Moogle Master 102. Let's see. Then there's, who else am I forgetting? Oh, of course, Tanuki Teddy. And then there's Pika Pika Pawa, who has since made his return, his triumphant return. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah, and then there's Crazy Candy Lady. Can't wait for her to make her return as well. And then there's Fries 101 Reviews. Very good guy. Oh, excuse me. And then, let's see. Who else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and then there's Rockhawk 64, Cole NL 112, Nufi Banga, Ryan Bragg. Oh yeah, and then there's one person I've been watching lately has been Mr. Moves 87. I think that's his YouTube name. And then there's who else am I forgetting? Pinstripe Paragon, very good guy. And, I mean, there's a couple of others that I'm probably forgetting, but if I forgot your name, I'm very sorry, but those are some of the big ones right there that I can think of off of the top of my head. But until then, this is Tuju 22, and do stay tuned for the Night of Champions. Like I said, it will be starting this Christmas night, so it will start Christmas night, and it will be until the 28th. That will be the 4th and final night. But that's all I can tell you. Until then, oh yeah, and as far as who gets a shot at what championship, I almost forgot to mention that. It will be as of the standings. It will be as of the standings, like the championship contention standings, as of the time before the whole event starts. So yeah, it could be the same before as well as after the event, and it can change. So we just took that into account, as well as a couple of external factors into it. But for the most part, the only thing I can tell you is that every champion is going to defend the titles there, as well as that World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship match aforementioned. Other than that, have a good day. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on Christmas night. Peace.